I wanted to tell the story behind that song that Billy sang. Gary had the publishing, and it was a gospel song, and he had pitched it for 2 years to gospel artists, and nobody would record it. So Gary went to Porter, and he said, I've got a song that would put you back on the charts. And he said, you get your friends of the opera to come sing. And he had each star in the studio, one at a time, doing a line at a time. He had Garth Brooks, Joe Diffie, Vince Gill, Patti Loveless, Trish Yearwood. I would love to have been there on that session. But then he had them all sing like a choir at the end. So that's kind of the story behind that shit. And it is sad that it wasn't released because all the labels were fighting about who would release it. But it did get in the back of the Chicken Soup for the Country Soul. So it's in the back of that book. Who do we have next? Oh, this next lady's really special. In fact, when you see her, you're going to notice, I wonder if she did this just for Gary. There's a purple streak in her hair. And we never knew what color Gary's hair was going to be. So anyway, Laura Mathy was a great friend of ours, and she's coming out, and she is going to sing. This is just one of Gary's many, many secular songs in the basement that's never been heard. And she does a beautiful job on it, but it's called Denim and Diamonds, Leather and Lace. And then she does, this was my theme for my radio show, Louis Armstrong's What a Wonderful World. And Gary said, I wonder why nobody's ever written What a Wonderful God. So that's what Laura's going to do for us.
Laura Mathy.
Thank you for that, Vicki. Now I don't have to explain anything.
Laura's going to copy Gary because she's going to have her lyrics in front of her.
Well, I was going to warn you about that. They wanted everybody in the second, well, I'll just hold this. Everybody in the second half of the show to get back there during intermission. We have been having so much fun back there. We've been telling stories about Gary. And apparently he was enough of a character that we've got lots of stories. I was really glad to hear the story that even though he wrote all of those songs, lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of them, he couldn't remember lyrics either. And he would have posters on the ground. And he apparently was as nearsighted as I am because his letters were like that tall. All right. He was also very generous. And just about the second time I met him, he was passing through town or something, and he took time out to talk to somebody who didn't know anything about anything. And then he just reached into his bag and he left me with a whole stack of these songs that haven't been recorded yet. And this is one of those. I like denim and diamonds, leather and lace, candlelight dinners, and just enough space. I want to be held by invisible chains. Wouldn't mind wearing your name, but I like denim and diamonds, leather and lace, walks in the morning, soft rain on my face. And if you won't go changing all who I am, I want you to be my man. Well, let's don't waste words, and let's don't waste time. If loving's what you're looking for, you don't go changing all that I am, I won't go running for the door. like denim and diamonds, leather and lace, candlelight dinners, and just enough space. I want to be held by invisible chains, and I wouldn't mind changing my name. I like denim and diamonds, leather and lace. If you won't go changing all that I am, I want you to be my man. In my denim and diamonds and leather and lace and in love. Thanks. I see trees of green, pretty flowers too. I see them blooming for all to view, and I say to myself, what a wonderful God. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the blessing by day, His protection at night, and I say to myself, whoa, what a wonderful God. The colors of the rainbow are God's promise to mankind, that He will keep His word and to our hearts will bind. I see saints shaking hands, saying, God sure loves you, helping others, no matter who. I see babies born, we watch them grow. They'll learn to live holy if God's word we will sow. And I say to myself, what a wonderful God. And I say to myself, He's a wonderful God.
Wonderful job, Laura. Our next